Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my 35-week pregnancy update. I can't believe we're already at 35 weeks. I feel like I probably don't have much longer to go. I don't remember what I updated you guys on in my last update. I think I hadn't even seen the doctor yet. And I was planning on going to see the doctor to have my cervix checked and things like that. So I'm going to update you on all of that just in case you don't know what's going on. And I feel like you need to follow me on Instagram because I've already updated everybody who follows me there. So this might be repeat information if you follow me there. Yeah, I'll leave the link down below in the description box, and I'll leave my handle right here so you can follow me either way. I'm very uncomfortable sitting like this, so I'm sorry if I move around a lot. But let's go ahead and start with the cravings that I've been having. I still have the sugar craving. I still want all kinds of sweet stuff like chocolate and like whatever. Again, like anything sweet that I can eat, I will eat it. I've been eating the kids' fruit snacks like gummies a lot lately, and that's been like a big thing for me to eat. I've been loving the if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen them, the cookie dough bites that you can get like at Walmart in like the movie theater pack. Sorry you guys, I'm tired today. But I think that's it for like any major cravings other than like anything sweet. Like even fruit, like oranges and stuff, like I will eat anything sweet right now. I don't know why, but I just have the hugest sugar craving. So another symptom that I've been dealing with, I don't really want to call it a symptom because I don't know if it's actually a symptom of the pregnancy, but I've been dealing with really high emotions lately, and these last couple days have been really tough. Yesterday especially was a really hard day for me. I woke up in a really upset mood, and it just got worse from there, and it just like built on itself, and I literally like worked myself up into this huge like emotional meltdown basically. And yesterday was really hard. It's just everything feels really hard right now. Everything feels really overwhelming, and like just like I have a lot on my plate, and everything, it just felt very heavy yesterday. I don't even know how to explain it. All I know is that I've been dealing with really high emotions, and yesterday it was really hard for me. Sorry if I keep fixing my hair. I don't know. I feel kind of off today. I didn't have my creamer for my coffee, and I didn't finish my coffee, and I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel kind of off. Again, that's probably like the emotions that I'm talking about is, that probably has something to do with it. Oh, you guys, one of my major sweet cravings that I've been having is I think it's the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino from Starbucks. I have been obsessed with that drink, obsessed with it. I don't get it very often, but I crave it all the time. And I know that I'm going to the store later on, and I already plan to stop and get one because I want one so bad. The first time I had one, I don't think they made it right. They didn't have like all the crumbly pieces like throughout the whole drink, and so it was just like right on top of like the whipped cream, and so it didn't make that big of a deal to me. But when I had it the second time and the person put like extra crumbly cookie things in there, whatever those things are, it was so good. And I know that probably has so much sugar in it, and I really probably should not be drinking it, but I can't resist it. So today I'm going to get myself a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. I think that's what it's called. Alright, so basically I don't want to make this video super long. I have a lot of things to get done today, but I did want to explain more about the situation, about what I was talking about in my last pregnancy update when I said I was going to go see the doctor. So if I haven't updated you guys already, because I don't remember if I have, I know I already said that, but basically I went in and she checked my cervix. She said that I was not dilated at the time. Now this has been 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks now. So I don't know if I'm dilating at all. But she said I was not dilating, but the baby was already in position and that he was really low. And when she said that, like when she was checking my cervix, she looked shocked, you guys. Now I know babies can move, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, but she was shocked. Like this look of like shock just came over her face, and she was like, he is really low. And she just looks at me and she's like, you're just gonna have to, you know, like deal with it, like until he comes out. And then she sits down and she's like, I really hope you make it to 36 weeks. And that was at, I think, about 32.5 weeks. So it was a little concerning to me, but now we're at 35 weeks. I am now 35 weeks and 4 days. You'll be seeing this a little bit later, so when you see this, I'll probably already be 36 something. But as long as I make it to 36 weeks, my hospital will deliver my baby there, and he most likely won't need any NICU time. But if I have to have him, if I had gone into labor 35 weeks and under, or under 36 weeks, then I have to go to the big regional hospital, and because they're the only ones who have like a full NICU. So I think they're pretty confident that if he makes it to 36 weeks, that he's not going to have any issues and he's not going to need any, you know, NICU time, like I said. So that was the goal, is to get to 36 weeks, and I am almost there. And we are having my grandmother come stay with us until I deliver, and she's going to be here in a few days, I think like 3 days, to be here with the girls in case I actually do go into labor early. That way Mario can be with me in the hospital, and we have someone to watch the girls. So I've just been super preparing and organizing, and pretty much like just total in nesting mode, trying to get everything done. One, before my grandma gets here, just trying to get things organized and like the kids' rooms cleaned up and all that stuff, so that when she gets here, the house is nice and clean. I have not accomplished it yet, but I've been wanting to organize both of the girls' closets and go through all of the toys in Jocelyn's room. And I organized all of the cabinets. You will see that. I think actually you would have already seen that because that came out last week, and yeah, so you would have already seen that. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it at the end of this video so you can go ahead and watch that organizing video. But I've been organizing everything, trying to get everything ready just in case he gets here. I have finally put in my last Amazon order, or what I believe to be my last Amazon order, of all of the things I bought for him so far, and not so far, but everything else that he needs if he shows up early, and that's supposed to be here in a few days. So hopefully all that stuff gets here before I actually go into labor. Now the thing about it is like obviously the baby's going to come when the baby wants to come, right? And we have my C-section scheduled for October 4th, so he may make it all the way to October 4th, which would put me at 39 weeks. But I have still been having constant Braxton Hicks contractions. Yesterday they were timeable to a T, like down to 2 minutes apart. And no, that was the day before actually. So 2 days ago they were 2 minutes apart, and I had them for 2 hours, and then I just went and laid down and waited for my husband to get home so I could take some medication. I didn't end up having to take the medication because by the time he got home they started slowing down, which was really good. But I'm also having occasional painful contractions along with the Braxton Hicks. So I honestly don't think we're going to make it to 39 weeks. I honestly never thought we were going to make it to 39 weeks. I thought we were going to make it to 38 weeks and he would come around the same time that Ariella did. But I honestly think he's going to be here early, maybe 36, maybe 37 weeks. But what do I know? Like I said, he's going to come on his own time, and obviously the longer he's in there, the better. But he's going to come when he wants to come. And so I've been having these really painful contractions. I've been having a lot of pressure in my lower back, especially when I have the contractions. It's like super painful in my back. A lot of pressure. He feels like he may have changed position. I don't know, because I have never been good at telling. I didn't even know he had flipped when the doctor told me. I didn't know he was in position. I didn't understand why I was so uncomfortable until she told me that he was extremely low. But what was I saying? So he's been doing a lot of big movements, and he could have flipped. He's got something right under my rib. I'm not sure what it is, if it's his head or his back or his butt, but something is right under my rib, and it's constantly pushing on my rib cage, and that is so uncomfortable. But his feet always feel like they're still over here, and that's how they were feeling when the doctor said he was head down and pretty engaged. So his feet are still over here. He does a lot of kicking out in this area. So I don't know. I just don't know how it's gonna go. It's basically up in the air. I could deliver around 36 weeks. I could deliver at 39 weeks. We just don't know. One thing that has been really frustrating to me is that I am now at the point where I'm supposed to be having doctor's appointments once a week. And the doctor's office that I go to has been like super short on doctors and nurses this whole pregnancy, which is really weird, because I went to the same place when I had Ariella. I was seeing a different doctor, but they've been really short on doctors, and so I only have one appointment scheduled to see my doctor before we have this baby. And that's kind of frustrating to me, because it's like I want to make sure that this baby's okay, especially with everything that's been going on. I have been having a lot of cramping along with the contractions, and I mean separately even, so almost like a lot of period cramping, and that concerns me a lot, because I didn't have that with either of my girls at the end. So it's like when I have things like that, I want to be seen just to make sure and talk to the doctor and be reassured that everything's okay. So it's kind of frustrating that I only have one appointment, which is in another week from now, from when I'm filming this, and then I have my C-section 2 weeks after that. So it's kind of frustrating that it's so far away. But again, like I said, if I go into labor early, it doesn't really matter. And I guess if I get to the point where I'm feeling that uncomfortable, I'm just going to go into labor and delivery. Like if I'm not worried, I'm just going to go into labor and delivery and have them check things out, because I'm not gonna lie, I would be totally fine if he showed up at 37 weeks. I had my daughter at 37 weeks, my oldest, and she was fine. I had my second at 38 weeks, and she was fine. So I am not concerned about him coming at 37 weeks. If he wants to come out at 37 weeks, I am all for it, because I am getting to that point where I'm just uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable doing anything. It's uncomfortable to sit. It's uncomfortable to lay down. And so if he wants to come out, he can come out. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do anything to try to get him to come out, because I already have enough contractions. So honestly, if I probably just went and cleaned my kitchen hard enough, I'd probably start having contractions, could go into labor and delivery, and that would be the start. So basically that's it. I've just been having lots of cramping, contractions, Braxton Hicks contractions, a lot of pressure, a lot of back pain, a lot of complaints, apparently. I did go, the last doctor's appointment I had, I did jump up pretty high in weight there. I got up to 141. Again, like I said, I try not to stress about that, because it's not that big of a deal. I have a couple weeks left, and this baby's gonna come out, and then weight's gonna start slowly coming off. So, but I like to just kind of share that in case it's your first pregnancy, and for myself looking back on this, just in case I ever have another baby, just to know how much I actually gained. But I'm pretty sure this is our last pregnancy because it's just hard. Pregnancy can be really, really hard. But I'm not going to ramble on. I don't want this video to be too long. It already looks like it's pretty long. So I think that is basically it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my belly. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I missed that I wanted to talk about before I close out the video. Okay, but I think that's it for this video, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my belly. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram because all updates will be coming on Instagram.